joined by the Hall of Famer, Warriors consultant. A little under the radar, I think, for a lot of people around the NBA and fans as well. You've been working for this team for about 4 years now. Jerry West, the logo, of course, himself. Good to have you with us here on Game Time.
Well, thanks for having me. It's nice to see my old friend here.
Yes,
yeah. I know these two guys, but
I
know this guy. I know this guy a little bit better.
Right
a man who's built a couple of championship dynasties in L.A., one with this fella over here.
That was a long time ago.
And has played a role in building this Warriors team as well. And I'm curious if anything about their development, the 67 wins, the way they've sort of sprinted through this postseason has surprised you at all from a team that was a 6th seed and a first-round out last year.
Well, it's hard to say. I think sometimes teams kind of start to feel good about themselves as success they have. And watching this team early in the year, you felt that they were going to be very good. The depth of our team, we really passed the ball very well. And surprisingly, because, we're not a big physical team, but surprisingly, our defensive play is very good. And that's what wins games for us. And we have not had a good start, I think, here in Oakland in any playoff game. So I'm hopeful we start better today. But it'll be a different kind of challenge today because I don't think anyone understands what Cleveland will try to do with the loss of Irving.
Right. You've been around the NBA a long time. I'm curious, with your MVP, Steph Curry, does he remind you of anybody who's ever played in this league?
No, not at all. He's the most unique player I think I've ever seen. I always thought Magic Johnson was the most unique player because of all the things he could do, all the different things, that positions he could play. What an incredible leader, rebounder. But this kid, he doesn't play the game with force. I mean, he is nothing but finesse. And I think the thing that I admire about him, people talk about his shooting, but he's a shot maker on top of it. He can make tough shots. He is fearless. You look at him, Kenny would probably like to go out and play him in the playground if he didn't know who he was.
No question.
But he's a great guy.
Mr. West, you're used to being involved with teams that have dominant big men. This team doesn't have a dominant big man. Are you surprised at the success of this team?
Not really, because I think the league has changed greatly, Shaquille, since no one in the league could guard you. Listen, I love this guy. He was maybe, I don't know if I've ever had a player that I've been associated with more. He was fun, but he just dominated games and embarrassed people. But this team wins games in different ways. The three-point line has changed the game. I think that we were going to see a different kind of player coming out of college today. We always talk about, centers, forwards, and a stretch four. I don't know what a stretch four is. A four to me is a guy who can really play.
Right.
But now they want him to come out and shoot three-point shots, which to me is unconventional what the way this game is playing. But unless you have a really talented big guy, I don't know a center since you've been in existence, Shaquille, as a player, that has been able to dominate a game and really bring fear in the heart of players.
You know what? You've been around and been with and associated with championships your whole life. What was the first piece of advice you gave this franchise as a consultant when you walked in on day one?
Well, the one thing I said, look, you have brought me here, and I'm not going to be a shrinking violet. I'm going to give you my opinion. And I just thought that this team it really didn't fit very well together. We had a terrific backcourt, Monte Ellis and Steph Curry, but that wasn't a good match for either. And when Monte left, I think not only did Steph surface, but we had a player on our team that we all felt comfortable was going to be one of the better shooting guards in the league in Klay Thompson. But we also got a big guy who really knows how to play. He's just a terrific player for us, and he never shoots the ball. And I think that was the day. And then we had a terrific draft one year. We get two starters from that draft. One of them was 34-35 in draft, and Draymond Green, who I think is one of the best players in the league, honestly. I really do. He just does all the little things. You guys would love to play with him. And then signing Andre Iguodala gave us another experienced player. Harrison Barnes has started to emerge. And Steve Kerr, he's done some incredible things here. Mark Jackson did a great job here for us. But Steve has brought a little bit different dynamic. We move the ball better than we have in the past. And I think that's what makes this team work.
Mr. West, you talked about the team, and from outside looking in, it looks like there's a togetherness with this team. They're very loose. Talk about the spirit of the guys and the coaching staff and how they're able to coexist so well.
Well, One of the things I will tell you, this is the closest group of guys I've ever seen. The nicest group of people, and somewhere along the way, you think you need somebody to, ready to pound someone, knock someone out, knock someone down. These guys, we had one in Los Angeles. We had another one pretty similar, a little shorter than Shaquille. But this team, I've never seen a nicer group of people. They absolutely love each other. It's crazy to think you could get this many good guys on one team that know how to play the game.
Great stuff. How many people a day call you the logo, by the way?
I guess a number. Somebody asked me, do I get paid for being in a logo? And I said, no. I said, I wish I did. I would be rich as these guys.
No one's as rich as these guys.
You're rich more in
the
other
Hall of
things.
Famer,
Sure.
Jerry West, with us.
No question.
Nice to see you.
Good to
again,
have you
sir.
with us,
Great
Jerry.
to see you guys.
Enjoy it. Good luck
You
tonight
guys do a
in Game
great job.
2.
Thank you so much.